studying how the rapture was not going to happen in the context we think it was going to happen. That if we understand that John is recording visions, and these visions were not only addressed to the 7 churches of Asia Minor, that they weren't addressed to the church at large, then they would stop making literal context out of the book of Revelation. That it is literally revealed things, not what is going to happen alone. There are things that have happened in the earth that parallel to them, but the book of Revelation is not eschatological in nature as much as we think it is. He talks about that, and he talks about, like, why would God tell you to be the salt of the earth if salt saves something? He said, why wouldn't God just say be fishers of men and not say salt? Like, don't salt people. We don't need to salt people. Spirits don't die. We're not salting bodies. Bodies die. We are salting the earth because the earth will not die. Even when people say the earth will pass away, that's why I've been really studying exegesis more than I ever have, because I believe the Lord is revealing to me false teaching that I heard from Apostle Paul, false teachings I heard from the Baptist denomination. That's why I won't stop listening to Matthew Stevenson, because the Holy Spirit's revealed to me that he has a pulse on something that the African American church has never had a pulse on. I feel strongly attached to him, strongly called to him. Chris feels the same thing, and me and Chris used to talk about Matthew Stevenson 2 years ago, and it took me till this year to really start not just hearing his messages, but writing and taking notes and becoming intentional. But I think my wife, she watched it today, she hadn't seen the video at all, and she was crying. But the Lord was showing her, like, the Bible says that when Cain killed Abel, his blood cried from the ground. If you're a spirit being and you can't hear the cries of those who have died in a region, then you probably already don't have a heart. But like, for example, Lauren's a 7 on the Enneagram, so her first thought is to always avoid pain. So Lauren wasn't going to look at the video. The Holy Spirit made her look at the video, because she said, like in the song I wrote, the wounds that we hide are the wounds that remain. The places in our heart that can't handle confrontation, the places in our heart that can't handle real issues, real problems, are the places that need the most confrontation, because that's where the most healing happens, and that's usually where the meat of our calling is. Like, for example, you won't watch it probably because it'll make you angry, but that's because of your apostolic mantle and call. It ain't that you don't care about it. It's that it rubs you in a way that makes you want to get involved. Now, I went to justicefordbigfloyd.com and signed the petition already. I'm not going to just say that it's wrong and then not back it up. I literally went on my Instagram, tag Mike Todd, Craig Rochelle, Rich Wilkerson, all the pastors I once desired to be on their platform that I give 3 fucks and a skip and a loop and a hop about. If you don't have the balls to share from your platform, justicefordbigfloyd.com, fuck your church. Because at the end of the day, you don't care about justice. I don't like, that's why I posted the scripture in Amos chapter 5. The scripture in Amos chapter 5 says this. It literally says, I can't stand your religious meetings. I'm fed up with your conferences and conventions. I want nothing to do with your religious projects, your pretentious slogans and goals. I'm sick of your fundraising schemes, your public relations and image making. I've had all I can take of your noisy ego music. When was the last time you sang to me? Do you know what I want? I want justice, oceans of it. I want fairness, rivers of it. That's what I want. That's all I want. God said that in the book of Amos, chapter 5. And I was like, you know what, I'm over it. I'm over thinking there has to be all this other stuff. I don't want your church. I don't care about a conference no more. Like, I care about justice. And it doesn't mean that conferences are wrong. I think God was sick of them because he was tired of seeing injustice all around while people are still going about their normal lives, doing their normal religious rhetoric. Everybody's so quick to get back to church so they can get that money coming in from these tithe payers. But ain't nobody really getting back into the church to be the work of the church or work of ministry to do the same. Matthew Stevenson said, 3% of y'all ain't even really decent. He said, most of y'all in this church want to either be a pop evangelist, blah, blah, blah. And he said, and 97% of y'all ain't called to it. He's like, if all of y'all are apostles and prophets and evangelists and teachers and pastors, and who are we going to preach to? Who's somebody? He said, most of y'all just want to accept the call into like public ministry. And it was in that moment I felt the Holy Spirit saying, like, that's why I was like challenged by Martin Luther King, just do both. All you gotta do is do both. For me, the calling on my life is not to get stuck in the church. I'm realizing that now at 32, not realizing before. I will impact the church. I will be very much so like Martin Luther King. I believe James Montgomery will be much like Martin Luther King. That at the end of the day, he feels called into multiple realms. I believe you'll be on the mountain of entertainment, and I believe you'll be in the mountain of the ministry. Just like Martin Luther King was a pastor of a church, really an apostle, and then apostolically was in government and caused laws and policies to shift.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All I'm saying is there are a lot of people who haven't looked at it. It is both saddening, it's angry, it's all those things in one. But God cries for justice more than he cries for prophetic words. God cries for justice more than he cries for good music. God cares much more about people being treated fairly and reigning on the just as well as the unjust. God is so fair that he reigns on the just as well as the unjust. We over here still crapping on people.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
God cares about grace so much. Now we're over here judging people that are still in their process. There ain't nothing wrong with being in that process.
Now a hand
like, no, we don't have we aren't allowed to determine the timeline of your freedom. Of anybody's freedom. We want people to be free and free quick. So the son says free is free indeed. But at the end of the day, man, there's so much more to do. But I was playing 0 games, I had 0 flips to give away.
And that makes the score 7-0.
You said you tagged Pastor Rich?
Not Rich Wilkerson, not Rich Butler.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Who's Rich Wilkerson?
Rich Wilkerson is a white pastor.
Why'd you tag him?
No, I'm not asking him to tag me yet.
No, I'm asking you why'd you tag him?
Because I wanted to show the people at Oak Church. I tagged them because I get tired of seeing people who will post
now the
man
from UTEP,
but
this is
I also
Aaron
want
Jones.
to create a momentum to say, yo, let's be real out here. Those are your people that you look up to will probably not say, not even share justice for Big Floyd. They'll say that it's wrong, but most of them have not signed the petition. Like, if I could see all 1 million signatures, and if I was able to reach out to Sean King right now and say, has Stephen Furtick signed the petition, would they be able to say yes? Would they be able to say Rich Wilkerson signed? Would they be able to say Rich John Gray signed? Would they be able to say Mike Todd signed? Would they be able to say Osby Berry signed it? Would they be able to say all these other people signed it? I tagged them because personally, and they don't have to share it. I'm just saying at the end of the day, there are so many people who say they want justice and they really don't, and I gave them an easy, instant gratification on Sunday. Hey, sign the petition and share it.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, but the Packers have the first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
And 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this. You're saying you don't have a
touchdown carry by Jones.
Yeah, that's the part that got me like.
I
still haven't watched it. I can't do it.
There are people who have not watched it. There are people who will not sign the petition, and they will say that they are for God, they are for His kingdom, and they are for the advancement of it. How can you be for?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And then still not make the adjustments practically to see people impacted in the earth. Like, how can I say I want God's kingdom coming, God's will to be done? Like Martin Luther King wanted that. And the way we see it done is recognized. And I'm telling you, when Matthew Stevenson preached this message, and it's like the 7th part of the series. The first 6 parts were like crazy, but when he preached the 7th part of the series, I mean, I'd never been so challenged because people are trying to get out of a place that he's already wanting to preserve. He's like it does not mean that there aren't elements to Revelation that will really happen. But for example, I'm not even gonna spoil it for you. I'll just say this. I don't personally believe with all of my heart that letter by letter, literally by literally, that we're going to see everything in the book of Revelation. I believe we're going to experience it.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you are.
Now, I'll say this because I do read Revelations quite a bit, and I do believe. Yeah, I know Revelation. I understand, but I do read Revelation quite a bit, and one of the things that you said about the earth not really passing away, that makes, or not really ending. I believe that that's 100% correct, because number one, it says that a new heaven and a new earth was born. Doesn't mean that it passed away, or it doesn't mean that it ended. It says that the old one passed away and the new one came down. Matter of fact, it said New Jerusalem came out of heaven and sat in. Wow, he caught that crap. It said that it came out of heaven and it came down to earth, therefore making it New Jerusalem. So I don't believe that it quote unquote passes away. I do believe that the intent changes to its original intent. So what was is no longer needed because of who came.
That's what I'm saying, but even like, and I agree with that 1,000,000%. I'm saying exegeting it from the perspective of looking at the book of Revelation through the lens of the Greek language is what Matthew Stevenson did. And when he looked at it word for word, Greek versus English, it reads so different. It reads entirely different. It interprets differently. And that's why for me it's like, man, like there are so many people who are out here like,
he's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
But Martin Luther King didn't die in vain. He didn't just keep his mouth shut to injustice. He spoke up about the unfairness in the black community. And people are over here saying that it's wrong. But then, like even for me, I provided practical solutions for white people and black people.
For a loss on the run anyway, so
and I literally thank God. But honestly, I've only had one person's opposition so far.
You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Because at the end of the day, if you think it's wrong, if you believe it's wrong, and you're not signing it for black people, you're signing it.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Sign it because it's a racism thing. You should sign it because it's genuinely wrong for someone else to take somebody's life in broad daylight, and all four of them who were a part of that same force didn't stop that man. They literally were a part
of shotgun snap for gone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and that's the defense won the battle. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Like I said, I haven't looked at it.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo!
Back to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Watch the safety creep. Jim. Hatch it. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 50. Topper. Snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
You're out.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Please grab it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Hey, let's go. Get it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Watch it. Check three. Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Caught by Wilson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Tiger.
Gone. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you
don't want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Goff. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Goff now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here. Goff now looking to throw. Caught by Jones. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Listen.
Goff throwing again. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 50.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Wilson's got it complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Silver.
Maverick wall.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Grady Jarrett gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the 50, it's gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Going to give this time to the tailback. Finding some room at midfield. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 7-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
10 Tucson.
50. Come to my work.
He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
We play to win. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is gone. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
We go set. 8 read. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, wahoo! Now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Again, it's Jones. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Shell. Watch safety creeping.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
DC.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Goff now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Ready.
2nd and 6. He completes it to Jones. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter.
20. Check. 17.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again. Gone. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go, 12, go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to get a score back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Right back to him on 1st down. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check.
Hey, high 7. Snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gone. Caught. It's Wilson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Packers.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know what makes Posse Dave win. Still here, filling your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs off the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right brand, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. Show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? What kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval
Southwest, it's a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, full of points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me, cause her claim she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.